Hallöchen Musikfreunde, hier ist die Kelcey von JMC. Ich habe ganz bezaubernde Gäste bei mir. Die haben am Samstag im Bang Bang Club ihr erstes Konzert in Berlin gespielt. Die Local Natives. So, hi guys. Thank you for having time for us.
Yeah, thank you.
So I told the viewers that you played in Berlin your first show on Saturday. How was it for you?
Yeah, it was insane because it's our first time in Berlin. Never been to Germany before even, and so, you know, we didn't have very high expectations of the show. You know, thought maybe there'd just be a small group of people there, but we played and we were the only band there playing, and there was a big crowd of people, and it was really well received and a really fun show, and so it was really exciting.
I was there too.
Oh, cool.
And my big highlight was your song Sunhand.
Oh, okay.
The drumming at the end, it was just perfect, and the screaming, and so I have to
I screamed my heart out.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it so much.
Okay.
So, what is your favorite song playing live?
I think it changes all the time, but there is a song that we have written recently called Wide Eyes.
I really like playing Airplanes just because, I don't know, people get into that song and just watching people sing along and dance is always really fun to watch. So
I agree with you. I like Sunhands.
Yeah.
Yeah, like to go
awesome.
like to go crazy, just lose it.
Yeah.
Just completely lose it. Yeah, a lot of times if we're on tour with other bands and things, like we just did this UK tour, for example, and we got to be friends with the other bands we tour with, and they all come on stage for that song and have a big crazy drum session sometimes.
20 people on stage. It gets crazy.
Yeah, I think so.
You could have come up.
Yeah, I would love to. Next time I will come
I'm
up.
gonna
Yeah,
give you some drumsticks and you're gonna go crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would
good.
love that. Your sound is often described as a crossover between Arcade Fire and Fleet Foxes. So how would you describe your sound?
I mean, it's kind of like a taste. It's hard to liken a band sound a lot of times because, I mean, it's, you know, every band is unique. Every band has their own thing, and so I think it's a good introduction. But I mean, it's part of the pie.
We've kind of come up with this very short tagline of harmony-laden, percussive-driven indie rock. So that's kind of like
A lot of harmonies,
a
lots
small
of percussion,
tagline.
big sound.
Seem to be some common threads that run through our music, which it can be a little bit varied, you know, throughout the album. So
There are two things that I noticed immediately when listening to your album and seeing you live. This is one part is the drumming, the rhythm, the percussion, and then you mentioned it, the harmonies.
yeah.
Was it a plan to sing in harmonies, or did that just happen by accident?
I think it just kind of evolved out of, you know, this band is very, very collaborative. Everyone's contributing to the songwriting process, and, you know, the three of us have been playing together for, seems like 7 years now. More than that. I can't even remember. I think it just stems from everyone being involved and everyone wanting to sing and creating like a, you know, this big sound. Yeah, it's a natural thing. I don't think it was an overt, like, everyone trade off, and it's just what happens is what comes out of us.
So, any influences? So 60 vocal group?
Definitely. Bands like the Zombies, big fans, and then like Crosby, Stills and Nash. You know, and then there's also, you know, modern bands that do like a lot of great percussion, like Animal Collective or Broken Social Scene, that I think everyone in this band can agree upon. So.
Yeah, let's talk about your upcoming album, Gorilla Manor. What kind of image should the listener have when they listen to your album?
Well, we actually we also do all our own artwork for our album and for posters and things like that, and so on our album, if you buy it, then inside there's a poster that comes with it, and it was a photo of this food fight that we had at our house that was absolutely insanity.
Taylor, it was an explosion of peanut butter, flour, salt, sugar, shaving cream,
Cheerios.
dry pasta. It is insane. And so it's a picture of that and kind of like encapsulates what Gorilla Manor was pretty well.
Matt's head exploded.
Yeah, you gotta look at the picture. His head's
You'll see,
exploded.
yeah, but maybe that's what we want the listener to think about.
Yeah, so for me, I don't know, that was just for me, because I wasn't there at the time, but I just thought that image, and that's why we put it, you know, that's why we named the album that, and that's why we put it in the album. I thought it's so well kind of embodied the feeling that we hope to convey with the music. So.
You mentioned your artwork already. You did that all by yourself. And those smashed heads are like a theme through that whole artwork. So what is the intention behind that?
Well, unfortunately, the artist of that is neither of the three of us. That's Andy, our bass player. But
the way he's talked about it is kind of because all the colors coming out. It's like we all kind of have a lot of stuff in our heads, just like waiting to, just like yearning to come out, and just all these like these unique aspects in like that the collection of everyone's head splatter colors make our music.
Each of them, it's a shame you can't look closer at them, but like the details, there's like specifics that kind of embody our personalities. So each of them is different, and they're actually real things he made on the floor, like with like foods and broken bottles and stuff. Yeah, there's a lot more to it, I suppose.
Okay, and there's also a cover, a Talking Heads cover on the album. Why did you choose that song?
Well, it was something that we absolutely had no intention of putting on the album when the idea first came to us. And what happened is we were looking to add a cover song to our live set, and we thought of Talking Heads. We're all huge fans of that band, and we thought we'd take this song Warning Sign and kind of flip it, you know. And so if you listen to the original, we've kind of taken these like David Byrne, like manic kind of yelps and stuff, and made this kind of like pretty 3-part harmony over it. And then Kelcey and Matt, you know, come up with the rhythm and really changed it, and it just evolved into this staple of ours live. And it just went so well that we thought it added a flavor to our album that gave the album just another slightly different dimension. So it wasn't planned at all, but I think it worked out really well for us.
And obviously there are your own songs on the album too, with beautiful stories. The lyrics are awesome. So is there do you write them together, or just?
So the lyrics are actually headed up by one of any of us. You'd have to go like into each song, but I think a thread with all kind of through all the songs and the lyrical content, it's all very experiential. So it's based on reflections on traveling or relationships or something that we've experienced ourselves, and trying to get the listener to experience what we've experienced.
If I meet you in 1 year, where do you think the band will be, or what do you hope for the band?
I want to be on tour. I want to see you here in Berlin again, because we want to be able to come back here. I don't know. That's just the plan, is to be doing this as long as possible. So what we're doing now is already kind of like a dream. So I just want to keep doing it, and I think if we can keep doing it, that's the best.
We hope that we have been able to get the record out to as many people as possible, and hopefully inspire some people to do what we're doing.
They should get the album, because I love it. I guess it's one of the best albums I listened to this year.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. That's
I love
cool.
it. So I guess we are finished. It was very nice to have you.
It was really fun. Yeah, wish there was more.
So
it was awesome.
And when you are back in Berlin, I will be on stage with you playing drums.
Drumming, that's a deal.
You bet
Awesome.
your red hat.
Yeah, I do so.
Yeah.